Oh, yes. Yes, indeed, Avenger. No one can stop Cthulhu's inevitable return. What is up? How's it going? Hello, chat. Happy Monday to everyone. Hope y'all are doing fine. How was y'all's weekend? I got a nice jump start to the spooky season. Friday, I got to go to Universal Horror Nights, and boy, oh boy, was that amazing. And then Saturday, I watched Talk to Me, which is a great horror movie. I had fun with that one. It was it just in a lot of ways it was different than what you tend to find, but yeah, I got a jump start on that. Yesterday I was still itching for some more horror, so I watched Carrie with the one with Chloe Grace Martez, which I know technically a lot of people say that isn't good or better than the original, but hey, I was looking for something light in the horror genre, and it was pretty light. Solid movie for sure, but yeah, so I have started my spooky season, and obviously today we are going to start playing Call of Cthulhu. The original is a freaking trip, but you haven't seen the recent. I guess I wonder how much they change. I think I'll have to make a point to watch the original because it is on HBO Max with that newer one, so maybe I'll do a compare and contrast. The Because yeah, the newer one was fairly straightforward, and I mean, obviously, I know the very famous scene of her getting covered in the pig's blood. Um, so like, nothing really like surprised me. There was definitely some like gory parts, but it wasn't shocking necessarily. I don't know. I have definitely drowned myself in a lot of horror over the last few years because I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. I don't know. I can do movies a lot better than I can do horror games. Horror games for me, because I'm playing the character, it tenses me out so much more. So yeah, I'm sure we're all excited to have me get started on that. um yeah, but yeah, I hope you guys have been doing well since last stream. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for voting on the poll. First poll, not to end in a tie. So that was kind of refreshing. I was gonna turn it into a meme if it happened this time around, but I guess no meme for that. That's okay. Ding ding bish, what's up, Spade? Welcome, welcome. You're just in time to see me shit my pants. We are playing spooky. Like that. My PC, or my volume is not that high, yet the game sounds... Love it, love it. How you doing, Spade? Happy Monday to ya. No worries, Spade. I appreciate the support in that. It's all good. I'm sure a lot of people will come across this VOD and have a great time. Enter madness. It's not even start. It's we're entering the madness. Yes, this is wonderful. We all go mad down here. Darkest icon is barely visible. I think that's barely visible for me. Co-op horror games. You know, I find a few not as enjoyable as I wish they were. It's just, I don't know. I'm weird. I'm very weird. I probably need to give other things more of a chance. But I played like Phasmophobia. I think you were telling me about something that's similar to Phasmophobia, but a lot better. Mm. Demonologist. Yep. There. That's what you mentioned. Right. Love the music. Super eerie. Like how the get some like text change in that. All right. Well, let's hop in. I'm not going to be able to finish reading that, am I? Nonsense, memories, liquor, sleeping pills, now private detective, trouble finding a case to lift him from his trooper. Just losing his license. Oh, okay, so we can, okay, I'll read this out then. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Torpor? Torpor? Not familiar with that word. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Yeah, I guess that, you know, if I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Well, this is lovely. Yeah, okay, yeah. Ooh. Disemboweled shark? Along with probably other things. Bruce. Fish are friends, not food. Oh, the game's saved. Okay. I just started, but we're already getting a checkpoint. Are we gonna have a flashback thing? Because I feel very lost right now. This is not gonna end well, is it? Oh, lovely. Have to learn how to crouch. The crouching animation's interesting. I get you, Avenger. I'll try not to scare you with my screams as you're cleaning. I want to turn around. Are we sure this won't open? I'm gonna see. Oh, okay. Graphics is brightness, right? I'm gonna scream like Wario. The camera sensitivity is actually fairly low. I feel like it's actually kind of fast. Six more times. M and K. Your vote won. You know, I saw your message and I was like, the votes are still the same. Oh, here we go. But yes, sir, your vote has won. And honestly, you probably didn't need to vote because I probably would have picked this if it was tied. But I'm glad one of my polls didn't end in a tie. must light up some items. There's another lantern over here. Totally looks like it's lit with completely natural light. Hurricane light. Oh, so we have to be able to see what the... Okay, so it wasn't telling me that there was a lantern there. It was telling me that I couldn't see the item without the lantern. Okay. Your chair's finally deceased. Oh, nice. New one came in. Cool, cool. This is a symbol. Don't like that. Okay. Haha, 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 haha. Might be lingering too long. No worries, Itchy. Yeah. I still want to run a 4-man campaign on Baldur's Gate.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Okay. This is interesting. So we already have our bolt cutters and our lantern. That's good. Still no idea how I got them or me.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Okay, and now I know that I can run. So let's just briskly... I wouldn't call that a run.
Behold.
Oh, fuck.
Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Why didn't you... Why did you fire up? Oh. Oh, it's a dream. Okay.
I hate whiskey.
That's funny, because I love it. Okay. Consult diary. My private detective agency, contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston, where there is no lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances that are not actually disappearances. The old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles. But the place is mine, for the moment. Evidence. Oh. Oh. We got some RPG mechanics here. Not gonna look into that right away. I'm sure they'll give me a tutorial on it. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Hoo hoo hoo. Lost Battalion, 10-7-18. My old lighter that I engraved with the memory of the 77th Infantry Division and the men of the Lost Battalion who fell. Inspect it further. Interesting. Okay, okay.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
I suppose that's a fair thing to say.
I used to be an avid reader.
But he's never read H.P. Lovecraft?
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Oh, hey, look, we're in October. How convenient. He doesn't have the day circled, so I'm not sure what day it is.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Husband never understood that his wife had left him. Kept on calling me for weeks after the investigation had been closed. Poor guy.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case. But when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
He's well studied. Prohibition.
I should get rid of all this stuff. I should get rid of all this stuff.
I mean, I kind of want to know what all this stuff is pertaining to. It's pretty intricate. Oh hey, whiskey. Game saved because I turned off the music. Oh.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Oh. Literally just the thing that I've done. Bit of sanity. I'll go check on that in a second. Got knowledge versus inventory. Have a drink? Don't have a drink? What do I do, chat? Hair of the dog. This will affect your destiny. Oh, shit. Should have seen that coming. Is there a way to...
I have business here to attend to. It's been too long since I've slept in a bed.
It. So the trigger was turning off the music to get the phone to ring.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Wow, okay. Allocate your character points. Each character point allows you to improve the score of your skills. Strength represents the power to call on your physical power. Improving this skill increases your chances of forcing doors or mechanisms, or of using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Improving this skill increases your chances of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Dude, I'm actually a little surprised. I've only seen a very tiny amount of this game because I know Avenger had played it, but I don't remember seeing like skill points and things like that. I think this is going to be a very like interesting psychological game. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects. An undiscovered object will not appear in game. How many points do I have? Oh, it says 8. Okay. And 2, 4, or 6. Investigation represents your investigating talents. Improving this increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing crime scenes or object, and of picking locks. Oh, that's for lock picking. But I guess I could force my way in. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person based on his or her behavior and on the analysis of objects. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult sciences. Or for the next level. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and expressing your knowledge of myth. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. Improving this skill increases your chances of determining the dosage of a drug, of making a diagnosis, or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. What do I do? So, like, I can increase my strength, and then I have 2 points left over, which I could do spot hidden, medicine, or I can do investigation, spot hidden, or medicine. Or I could do psychology, eloquence, autism. What's the percentage? Oh, wait. 40%? Looks like I can remove. Oh, so I can, like, do it little bits at a time. So I wouldn't have to spend all of it, but I can get it closer. Maybe I do that, since that's already pretty close. Which one would I want? Strength? I feel like I should boost. Fuck. I think this is important too. But maybe not right away. I don't know how many, like, how I get CP. Or character points. You know, Spade, if you were to play a single-player horror game, do you have one in mind? I feel like I want spot hidden early on. Also, Oh, I think I'm gonna have to commit to this. Here's hoping. Might give me an extra ass screen, dude.
Information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, do you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
It's my dream.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist died. He is convinced that she is the sender. He brought me the painting so I can examine it. Stephen Webster, the wealthy industrialist, came to my office. He wants me to reopen the Sarah Hawkins case, named after his daughter, who died in a fire alongside her entire family. I must examine the documents he compiled in order to know more about the case. Looks like I have to examine.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
Shipping
Rather
labels. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decided on domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Okay, so they lived at Darkwater.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Investigation professional.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Get the wrong guy. Read about her mental fragile. Okay.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Clearly. This is all a ploy to get me there so they can sacrifice me. I don't know, should I say you're asking the wrong guy, or should we just jump to this?
I'm a private investigator, not an art critic.
I guess you're not as clever as you think, then. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
My situation? What do you mean by that?
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream god? No one knows. But today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous... hang on, chat. Phone call's coming in. I do apologize. Alright, sorry about that. Figuring out dinner for tonight. Alright, to today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters still remember the mysterious and whatever story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. Tumultuous?
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Alright. Off to Darkwater, then. Oh, Learning of Medicine, Volume 1. A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. The first volume lists all the illnesses known in the civilized world and details it details the symptoms and suitable treatment. Cool. Progression. Okay, so that would mean I can find things to help making level up cheaper? Oh, improved by objects in the environment. So, oh, I could have had a head start in these. But these all take points. Interesting. Wonder if I made the right choice in that then. Charles Hawkins, 41. Sarah Hawkins, 33. Simon was 11. Was a local celebrity in Darkwater, the heir of a ship owner family. He used to travel a lot. He met Sarah during a trip in Paris. They fell in love, got married. Hawkins took her to the remote island. They had a child and lived a very secretive life. Painter known for her tortured artistic universe. She was worshipped for the strangeness of her work and the rarity of her public appearances. I seem to remember that she once said, "I paint what my dreams whisper to me." Marriage to Charles years ago surprised high society. A wealthy Boston heiress known for her party-going chooses to follow her new husband and live as a recluse on the island of Darkwater. She disappeared from the front pages of newspapers and nobody heard any more about her. Even her death in a fire remains a secret. Only her father, Stephen, continued to seek the truth. Files. Faces. Punitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others, Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. The mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images with violent colors and wild strokes to the world. If her paintings are testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce. So that's his kind of take on her. Interesting. Let's
I
make
used
sure
to
we
be an
don't miss
avid
anything.
reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch, the lost battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That
I can have another drink. Okay. Well, the second one didn't do anything, but the first one definitely did. Oh man.
I should get rid of all this stuff.
I think we got everything we could get. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address. A warehouse set on the docks of an island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. Enter madness! I really don't want to enter madness. Get some ambiance in here.
We're almost there.
Excuse me, James Fitzroy. Title screen. Perfect, Avenger. Perfect timing indeed.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
say this now. I think you're gonna enjoy the puzzle-solving aspect of this game. I feel like I might enjoy it too. I think I'm gonna enjoy this game just entirely, if I'm being honest. I do enjoy Lovecraftian work or mythos, and then yeah, I mean investigating, dude. Batman's my favorite dude.
Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen. Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
I mean, that
something real bad.
definitely looks...
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway. That's no way to treat an omen. Oh, yeah?
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Interesting.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign.
Like, I wonder if I should side with the cops or the... fishermen.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Oh man, Prohibition was such a interesting thing to learn about, seeing as literally no one followed it. Well, I did not know, but speakeasies galore. And to you too. I look like I want to fucking bash his face in. Like, you spit to me? Oh fuck!
Hey, be careful.
Oh shit! I did. Okay. Pierce is a little
Let's get him another
not taking any shit from anyone.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Ah. Test. I'm pretty sure I have better strength, but is it gonna work? Or is it gonna backfire?
That guy was looking for trouble. So choose your camp if you don't want the same treatment.
Hey, buddy, I don't want any trouble.
So serve me a drink.
Just to make things clear, only regulars can run up a tab. Others pay.
Okay.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
It's a she. Maybe the lady that was in the corner?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing. Okay. I don't know what it's worth, though. But Mrs. Hawkins, she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
Interesting. Okay.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
You know, actually a fair... Wait.
Her vision, was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Oh? More better. Oh.
Do you know
Order
where
a
this
drink,
place is?
get myself
Warehouse
even more
36,
hot water.
Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Oh, lovely.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
What can you tell me about it?
We all... and...
I've got what...
Anything else?
Just wanted to make sure because it wasn't highlighted green. I don't know, chat. What do you think? Should we have another drink? Stoop deeper in madness? I wonder how many endings there are to this game. Like, if I fuck up, could it conclude a lot sooner than I was meant to? So that'd make me a bit more cautious. I don't know, I feel like I want to play the character a bit true to himself. I'm pretty sure he would order a drink, right?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Is it spiked? Hands are shaking.
I think we'll get along well.
This will affect your destiny. I really should stop doing that.
That'll be all for now.
Three endings, certain actions you do throughout the game. Through again to get every single one. I mean, that makes sense. And I'm pretty sure drinking is one of those things to cause an ending, since it keeps saying it'll affect
the miraculous catch.
Destiny.
Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Skyla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scala, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessels had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean? That is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the sides of the ship. The surviving sailors told frightening accounts of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Well. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Well invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with your friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. The last 80 years. It was still called the Stranded Well. 4. A default and 3 others depending on certain strings of actions. Oh, okay. So there's a default. Interesting.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Did they, talk about that?
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Well, this guy is definitely interesting. Scars on his body, writing on his arm. Definitely reading something.
That's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
You take it.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
How about you?
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Man. Wow, okay. Guess we should go talk to Fitzroy now. Once we can kind of gander.
You're already in trouble.
Come on, can we sort this out?
There's
You
nothing
can
for
see
you
that
here
drunk.
either.
There's
Beat
nothing to
it.
sort out. Your chum wanted to stir us up.
But you can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
Come on, you bastard. You'll see what a true sailor's got in his belly. You hear that? You bilge rats don't scare me.
What did he call us just now?
I said you
Build it. What was wrong? Oh, two. Do. Now that I know that there's like things to help my skills, I feel like I need to look through everything.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
In terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Well, I assume Cat's the, lovely
Fishing equipment.
alcoholic.
Could do with some rust remover.
Love how I can go through his shit.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
70 years? Why not get rid of it?
The Scylla.
Scylla.
It finished up
Okay.
beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Hey, second volume. Teaches ethics and such. Set.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Oh, no, that's... wait, it looks like Captain Fitzroy's person. He has a wooden leg.
What a macabre souvenir.
wondering if there's timey-wimey nonsense.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? It's gone.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Unlocked answer. Cool.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Hey, Ash. Is that guy built with, like, one of the Haunted Mansion faces? Kind of looks like it, right? Welcome, welcome. How goes? Thought that fishing stopped in 1847.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Right? It's a little bit older, but I think I heard of it when it was coming out and never got around to playing it. And I mean, come on, Cthulhu? Hell yeah. Let's see. Let's start with Darkwater. Hey, we got all these.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I did.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha, indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
I mean, yeah, that whale has wounds on it that really don't look like they could be caused so lightly.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front
Look at this photograph!
Yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here.
Nickelback lives on in the Darkwater Island. It's all they listen to.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Highest grossing live concert album Blu-ray disc. You might be right. I'd be interested.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Nope. Oh. Belongs to the Hawkins family. I can lie? Yeah, unlock that answer. I just go with that. Oh my gosh. Actually, though, Avenger? That would be such a wild... Burn it to the ground, dude? Yes. No. Oh. You know how you did, Did your, oh gosh, what was it? Was it Linkin Park or Evanescence that you did to Kingdom Hearts? Should do one for Cthulhu. Burn it to the ground. That'd be fucking epic.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Again, 1 CP. Salt the diary. Oh, I was mentioning that, you know, the video that you posted with, I forget if it was like Linkin Park or Evanescence to the Kingdom Hearts. Should do it for Cthulhu and burn it to the ground. So that would be epic. Be fucking amazing. An entrance to the port of Darkwater. One still passes in front of the shell of the Silas? If it was made in 2007 with what I've done. That's right. That video is amazing, by the way. The last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wandered the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up there and is gnawing away at territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and the mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. Bar where liquor is served with total impunity. It's the last thing I expected to find when I arrived on this island. The Stranded Whale is its name, and it's managed with an iron hand by the owner, a certain Mitchell. He does not tolerate troublemakers, and he fiercely protects the identity of his supplier. All the inhabitants of the area seem to go there, and I even saw what looks to be a truce between the bootleggers and the sailors. Dispatch. Roy Mitchell, 55. Fitzroy is 45. Maybe younger. Okay. Now, if these are all clues, suspicion increases, and the knowledge. I can start putting points into something. A lot of these need 6 before they can reach next level. Do I even out this? Let's check on our sanity. Okay, Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War where he took part in the Missu Argonon offensive. He is one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades, without food or medical supplies. The soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by these events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Confident in your abilities and your Cartisan's mind, you conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. So stable sanity. I'm unsure. I feel like I should probably start working into one of these ones, even though this might end up paying off where this doesn't. Okay. Looks like we're disbanding. What?
Cops, they can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
Any point on going other areas? Ah, okay.
There.
Find hidden items.
Hello, old friend.
Bottle of liquor. Okay, so my lighter allows me to see. So I wonder, actually, interesting enough, I wonder if liquor actually negates the insanity. Those are writings of the occult.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Hopefully I can come back here once I get some occult upgrade. So it does pay off to explore. Yay! Jumping. Climbing up things.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords.
You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right. We're no match.
For the moment. We're annoyed. It's understandable.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them.
Team Rocket
There's
has seen
one
more
of them
in
who's
3 days.
always going back and forth to the statue.
I'm surprised they lasted as long as they did.
For them to hear
How
us.
much failures
What
under
brings
the belt.
you to dark water?
Ooh, hi, little kitty.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
How long has the whaling station been shut down?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
100% envision a future where Team Rocket winds up living out a shore boat. Yeah. I feel like that definitely could happen. I mean, I remember them somehow surviving the first movie with the little dinghy. Literal cardboard cutout vehicles. That luxury would be a trade-up. Facts. Actual facts.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
The first movie, dude. Man, I remember seeing that and Pokemon 2000 and Pokemon the third movie all in theaters. Some good times. Good times. I didn't know Vikings still exist. Like, they mostly live in this... Oh my god, I forgot that line. It doesn't even make sense. Minnesota in Pokemon? How does that work? I feel like... I know I'm trying to give ambiance, but like... I don't know. Is that okay, guys? It's just so you can kind of see my face. So when I get scared shitless, there's actually... Well, yes, but also Avenger. American NFL. No, it's fantastic.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
4 Kids was drunk all the time. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Swear. 4 kids, man.
Well, you could tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even, and don't go looking there.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Well, the entrance is unlocked. Question is how to get in there.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the 2 soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
GTA mission? I mean, so far, yeah. I can kind of see that. Overhear their conversation. Know that there's a way in. Try to lie. Oh, that's eloquence. Okay. Investigate their activities.
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make 2 men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site, and we let no one enter her property.
The feeling. What's the worst that can happen? They're just gonna tell me to fuck off, right?
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those 2, I'll have to look for another way.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
I got arson charges, bitch. Right? Let's fucking burn you to the ground. I don't give a fuck. This ain't my island. Who's gonna stop me?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Okay, alright. I gotta choose my questions.
Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
I go talk to Cat.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean, they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm
Yeah.
down.
Like, I don't think he understood what that meant. What? I can't do saves. That's fine. Let's see if I can talk to Cat again.
What? I told you to beat it.
I assume that's Cat. I mean, technically we don't have a name for her, but come on.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. If you want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Maybe
I shall take my leave.
Just drink her under the table. Only one way to go from here. That doesn't look... What's that question mark in that corner?
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Just to show me that there's like a hint. Oh, it's right here. Aha!
I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it's been completely taken to bits. There must be some spare parts amid all this clutter.
Yep. Take that one off.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Part enables heavy loads to be lifted.
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
Nice. And there. Lever
This
activates
handle will
mechanism.
be perfect for the winch.
Cool. I assume that's all I need. Oh. Something else? Yes. Okay. Confusion. Ah! Seems like maybe a deer that I'm missing. Take one last look around here, and then I'm gonna assume it's somewhere else? Different area? I don't know, part of me thinks like it should all be there, right? Because we didn't allude to it being somewhere else.
He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't
Yeah. Wonder how I put away my lighter. Oh, oh, oh. Apparently I can. Let's try it. There. Oh, what am I missing? I'm probably just being dumb.
You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put
Real bad. Oh. Get back on the boat, but I wonder if I could have gotten on the boat when I just parked. Anything here from me, Fitzroy? News? Don't look like it. Big new dialogue with
You're
you.
back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
He gives me the hint about the sewer. Member of asylum staff? I'm just trying to figure out what I am missing. here. The only option is to leave. Which doesn't make sense. I would have thought. Don't understand. What am I missing? I didn't like mess it up, did I? Do I have to restart checkpoint? I think there was a save when I walked in there, but... Is that how it works? Like, I can actually fuck up a puzzle and have to restart checkpoint? Or am I being really dumb and missing something? Who's the asylum staff?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
She will do it again, you know. Oh.
Sounds good, Avenger. I'll do my best. No guarantees, though.
I told you to beat it.
You again. What can I get you?
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear screams.
Screams?
And that's not but all anything else.
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
I read the article on the miraculous catch. Interesting local folklore.
Don't get it into your head to repeat that round here. It's more than folklore. On that day, the crew of the Scylla caught an exceptional catch. The biggest whale ever caught. And they saved Darkwater from famine.
You seem to know Charles Hawkins.
Well, she was we all knew she, and...
I've got what...
Anything...
That'll be all.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
My God.
That, like, the actual Lovecraft book? Or H.P. Lovecraft's book? I'm confused on this puzzle. Never experienced something where it would actually, like... northern whalers to protect the sailor of the dark water. Sailors. Visibly, there were other gods before Saint Brennan, and their worshippers do not seem to be of this opinion. The locals still worship the old saint, but a mark was made on the statue by another cult. The bottle is part of a batch stolen from Cat, the boss of the bootleggers. An excellent way to lean on the guy who guards the entrance. Oh! Wait, what? That didn't come up. It's because I tried to... Why? I'm gonna miss my opportunity then.
Cops, they can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two so. Go die of thirst, the lot of you.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
What are you guard?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
Yeah.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Yes, I missed that opportunity.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
I'm like half tempted to restart the checkpoint, but I don't imagine that's what... All I can assume is that I should have put the lever on first. Instead of the third piece? And if that's the case, this is going to be a very interesting playthrough. Because I am not used to playing games that you can fuck up puzzles on. But that seems odd to me, and it's probably not accurate. Probably just missing something. Oh, damn, all the way back here.
Hello, old friend.
I definitely, messed up a little bit.
St. Brendan. Desecrate. I can't even...
Through dialogue.
live here?
Why did we so? Yeah.
How
Just
can
run,
I
you
be the one? I've
fools.
just come.
That's you.
Do not.
He's right for where there's you. Wait. Quieter. What bring?
That statue.
Why do you wouldn't be saying until
Peculiar.
is
Isn't it a.
fits
The two guys.
there and more if only.
Is it cat?
Oh no.
I've taken.
We will check the inventory first. Although as part of Batson and your cat, the boss of bootleggers, an excellent way to lean on the guy who guards the entrance to the warehouse. Maybe they meant the other guy.
Come on, you could tell me.
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Yeah, since I, you know, reloaded, might as well see if I can do a different option with these guys.
You better. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site, and we let no one enter her property.
Kat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's
Maybe.
the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again.
No need to get...
Yeah. Made the same choices on that dialogue.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave. A handle. It must come from these old winches. I could use this old winch to lift the... It looks like there's a way in under this grate. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. A ratchet device. Exactly what I need. It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
We're gonna redo the other dialogue stuff. Fucking... I looked all around. It's alright.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
You again. What can I...
Want to know...
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins...
I read the article on the miraculous cat. Interesting look.
Don't get it on that Vegas.
That'll be all for now.
Talk to these guys.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouse.
Just want to make sure...
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all, but I think...
What's funny too is I was right. I was missing a fucking gear. Wasn't. Oh, hey, and now the thing's got a check mark on it. Okay. Well, now I know what to look for.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
That was too strong? Wait, what happened? Because I wasn't strong enough? Like, what? Now what do I do?
Well, well.
Oh, Jesus
A little
Christ.
mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf? Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
This is time.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Ugh. I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
Well, well, look who's back. Did you miss us?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll
So I
take
could have
care
done
of the
that with them.
bootleggers.
Okay.
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you. Follow me. Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't hear you.
Let's see.
Although, now that I think about it, that only triggered,
Perfect. Ugh,
this
this
should
place stinks. What is the connection between...
It's tough.
This
Yeah,
place
I guess
and the
it's not
Sarah
a
Hawkins
huge
case.
reason to... Oh, shit. Shit. What? I have a Batman vision?
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? What happened here?
Was it the husband? Or someone who was lustful for her and her connection?
Someone has settled in here. And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there?
You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Threaten the police officer looks more guaranteed than...
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken
Fuck.
for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Strange methods. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. So it technically worked, even though he had the response of, like, you're trying to manipulate me. It was psychology and not the other one where, you know, it says it's part manipulation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. Enter madness. That might be guaranteed, though, because how else do you get to the next? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This motherfucker has a scar on his face already. He was already fucking cut. He's under her thumb. I mean, I didn't trust the fucking police anyways, but Jesus fuck. I didn't think the white and smile.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
You can barely tell from this frontal angle. Okay, what do we got? Ooh.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Yes, plenty.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
How does the police system work on this island? Because it almost seems like they're mainlanders who come out because jurisdiction enforces them to. Like, it really doesn't feel like this island has its own police force based off of what I've understood from the dialogue. I'm just curious as to how Officer Bradley would have such a personal know-how. I mean, if I'm being fair, there's a lot of questions I have, and I understand I'm supposed to have these questions because it's a lot of vague, open-ended information.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Part of me feels like he's covering ass. Right? I guess the first thought is that Silas is the one who took the painting. But it's probably not accurate. It's going to be a misdirect. They'll pin the blame on him, because there's already seeds of doubt.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
But you said he wasn't a threat.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Huh. You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
That's covering
Night
them.
falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Oh, that's tough. Oh, fuck. What do I do, chat? It's got the scar that connects with the information about the bodyguards talking about correcting someone's smile. The seeds of doubt with Silas. Instead of calming him, Bradley could trigger him. Or leave me hanging in a false sense of... And the worst part about this is where shit probably gets fucking spooky. So if I'm by myself, every fucking corner I turn is gonna creep me the fuck out. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I'm not great at making decisions. Is this better up here? Oh wait, you guys can see the dialogue down there. Fuck me.
You stay here and keep an eye on things.
Okay. But don't get the impression that I'll leave you alone inside the mansion.
He's not gonna leave us alone, per se. So, my guess is that's a misdirect.
Cheapers. Poe's prophetic raven.
Love that.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined. Poor kid.
Yeah.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
Yeah.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
So, yes.
The caretaker takes great care of these graves. Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins. Poor kid.
Someone, yeah, definitely fancies or jealous of Charles. Oh, I had to walk that way. I didn't even notice this lovely. Oh, God.
This entrance is still in use.
Oh, fuck! No! Damn it!
Whoa! Whoa!
Silas, hi.
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them! Dump them into the ocean!
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe, and let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it. Vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Okay. That worked out. Still must explore every corner of everything. I'm really liking that that's a huge part of the game mechanic. Is actually, like, exploring dialogue, looking around, gathering information, and using it to progress in a solid enough way. Oh, this is where he stays. I wonder if I came... No. This is sectioned off, so I would have to go this way to get here.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Sneaking into his house. What? Oh. That's odd. Did I need another tool?
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
So, in some ways, up. that gave me a save, but it feels like I'm supposed to be able to see better through this side? You see, I don't really notice anything out of pocket.
This gate is locked.
My assumption is that we get out. Okay. Maybe it's like a re-entrance or something.
Pierce.
Oh.
Shall we enter?
Not just yet, homie.
Do you have a moment?
What now?
Nothing. Sorry.
Stop wasting my time.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Yep, makes sense. What's over here? Absolutely nothing. Damn. Oh, no. What do we have here? A figurine of a whale carved from wood. It's the sort of toy that sailors made for their children. Okay. Aha! This game's gonna devolve really fast into me going into somewhere, and I'm locked out for the rest of the places. At least that's what I assume to happen, because there's a bit too much comfortability right now. Now I'm gonna have to make quick decisions, I assume, to build up the anxiety and anticipation. Time to go in, except...
Now that you finish your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm coming with you. There's no way I'll leave you alone in there without a watchful eye.
Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place, armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and, finally, get hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Three CP out of 4. So far, I'm like, investigation seems to come up a bit. I really shouldn't have spent the 2 into strength, but I think I'll stick with that for now. And then we'll go into probably spot and then investigation again. Psychology is also good. This is going to be really fucking hard.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
How long ago was her death? It was a few months back. Still.
What kind of meat is this?
Yeah.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
What?
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Because he didn't like it? Because he was scared.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family. Charles and Sarah's wedding is painted by Sarah herself. Charles and Sarah's wedding is painted by Sarah herself. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Charles Hawkins poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It was common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for?
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
It's for my strength, and I now think I probably should have done one of these. Thought I might have had more talking moments, or needing to break down doors. Well, strength's not gonna do anything right away, right? Maybe instead I should switch over. Ugh. The light, it blinds us.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Did someone escape the fire? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? They had a fight. Why? Did it stop at the time of the fire? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
sure all the clues and a fight. Injured. Before or after the fight? Someone else or Charles who made it out?
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight.
Sarah hit Charles with it?
Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked. This door is blocked from the outside. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Dated 1818.
Cool. Like that. Not bad at all.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Oh my gosh. Screaming.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Oh.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
It's interesting. Who is that?
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692. by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
Interesting looking.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Oh. I know we can get our strength up now. I'm half tempted to keep it for investigation. Psychology or spot hidden. How's the game holding up? It's interesting. Not super spooky yet, but it's it's got a lot of detective work, which is pretty cool. He's only 24. Boss of the gang of the bootleggers. Seems to be Darkwater. He used Darkwater as a hideout. Keeps an eye on the territory. He's on the abandoned warehouse of docks. I have an impression that all the men on Darkwater fear her. Even Mitchell, the owner of the stranded whale, is reluctant to talk about it. She uses Darkwater as a point of departure for her cargoes of whiskey. She is slowly gnawing away at Captain Fitzroy's territory. Detective Remy on the job. Oh yeah, mad Batman feels. It's very, very cool. I imagine it will lessen chill the further I get. Because there's like a whole sanity thing, there's... I mean, yeah, I've had one technical jump scare that, like, kinda was like, ooh, but this game's trying to break down into my... Yeah, it's building me up with a lot of false confidence. Descent into madness, for real, for real. Technically, we already read that. Oops. This hick cop likes order and justice. He's no great sleuth, but he seems more inclined than his colleagues to discover the truth in the Hawkins case. The inhabitants of the island seem to be friendly with him. He could help me in my investigation. Here's 37, 64, caretaker of Hawkins' property. Old caretaker still watches over the family graveyard. Burned out mansion devoted to Charles Hawkins, whom he all but raised. He also has great respect for the memory of Sarah Hawkins and their child Simon. His long months of solitude in the abandoned property have made him very distrustful. He still puts flowers on the graves of Charles, Sarah, and Simon. So if he's not the one who smashes the flowers, someone else hates Charles Hawkins. That helped me with my bolts? No, it didn't. What was that? Oh, hey!
A crowbar could prove useful.
You know, we can break into all sorts of places. Actually, was that door that's locked? Wonder if I can break into that with the crowbar. door down here.
This door is locked.
Just thought I should check. I like that little detail. Because I'm running with the lighter, I end up, like, burning with my hand a little, so he has to close it. It's a small detail. Here. Here. That's right. Okay. Oh.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
I'm not sure if I like that flash of lightning or not.
Locked.
Not sure I'm liking any of that either. Oh no.
The boys' room.
Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're entering detective mode. It's all good.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Yeah. Did he suffer from his mom's condition? Being able to see into the madness?
What will her room reveal about her? This padlock is too complicated for me. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
What about the... Fuck, dude.
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
75 milligrams of amyritol ambarbital sodium to be taken every 4 to 6 hours as required. If attacks become too violent, add 25 milligrams of phenobarbital up to 3 times a day. Do not consume alcohol or any other medication during the period of treatment.
That's a massive dose. Was Sarah violent?
Fuck. 5. Did investigation first, god damn it.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
They act as a depressant of the nervous system, but once you begin, you can never live without them. Of that I know something. Sketches look more like a gallery of horror than an anatomical studies. Do they represent what humans what haunts hermits? Oh, well, there's my occultism progression. I'm so mad. I have a crowbar, man.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Didn't try to do it. Oh, wait.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Wait, but is that not the key? Did I fuck it up? For reals? Key to this door? It's a key to this door. Oh my.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? Looks like a revocation ritual. Was she trying to invoke something or banish it?
It's a little perceptive. Jump to revocation immediately.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Oh, for treatment. Gambler for FS. Vision. Lots of FS. Boston Fire. AD returned. Boston Finance. FS. JF. That's interesting, because when saying Boston Client, that sounds like the rest of them were sold here.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. The door is blocked on the other side.
Okay, so we managed to get into this room.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
My very dear Sarah, ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing numbers of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend, who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Able to kind word to his wife. Fate brought us together, and forever it will bind us.
Bradley? Is that you?
Oh, fuck.
Is anyone there?
I knew it was coming. Marks? Oh, they gotta be scratch marks.
You! Stop!
Okay.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
There. A reason one source works better than the other?
This door.
Collection of medical knowledge.
It was closed earlier.
Oh, there's, okay. Yeah, this door's closed.
Where did he go?
Must have got out some way.
No, he was here. I'm sure. Let's search this room.
It looks like an old Seaway map.
Coordinates to this old map. Make up a journey. Oil refilled. Okay. Well, I love that. That means that fucking...
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well.
Third man.
I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. As if the bookcase has been moved several times. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
Valentine.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Seems like this came from a log.
Monday, 24th. God, sorry. 24th May, 1847. 42 north, 70 west. Darkwater Island. We sailed north all morning. Captain Hamilton is confident and says that we'll beat the orifice this season. May God be merciful. May 30th, 47 north, 55 west. Preferred it when the whales disappeared without trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. What is eating these huge beasts? I told Hamilton that it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. These whales have been getting butchered for a long time. Tuesday, 1st of June, 1847, which, yeah, same year. 49 north, 61 west. We drop anchor near a village. The inhabitants say that the waters are red with blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. Friday, June 4th, 57 north, 51 west. We have sighted a huge whale in the distance. Its size seems to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. So this is a record of the mega catch, the miraculous catch. Wednesday, June 23rd, 33 north, 53 west. We've caught it. The most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes upon. It will go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Tuesday, June 29th. Darkwater. We have beaten the Orpheus, returned with empty holds. The Scylla and Hamilton are only memories.
There must be a link with the Seaway map. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log. This panel is movable.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
What's the gear? Use the crowbar.
With this, I should be able to force the gears.
Well done, Pierce.
I guess in essence I could have figured it out through the globe or using my strength check. Inside the Hawkins mansion, the scene of fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken to search the place, looking for proof. When a hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting, detective and police officer set off after him. By following him to the office of Charles Hawkins, they discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley entered the tunnel under the mansion.
Secret passage under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah, and he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel. Look. Someone's been here recently.
3 seats.
mode.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others? What is this mask supposed to represent? Whatever Charles Hawkins hid here, he didn't want it in his house.
Sure it was Charles, then?
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Was Sarah Hawkins here?
Supposedly was Charles. Unless if she was coming down here quickly. You know? Oh, I have 9. I really regret the whole strength thing. Let's go ahead and commit. One more for that.
This symbol, what does it mean?
Read the studies on elements. Explore the occult.
Of course.
And something tells me that the key is climbing these steps. There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine. Go look for another entrance.
I think
I'll
that's
try
a
my luck
little
down below.
Well, unnecessary at this point. Secondary objective. Go to the main cave. But yeah, I have a feeling we are quickly arriving at the place we started, which means there's a more where we left off on. Also means that our officer friend is get caught.
An old diary.
In this volume, there is mention of beliefs of the lost tribe. They worshipped an entity that spoke to them in their sleep. The whole tribe seemingly disappeared in mass sacrifice to the glory of their deity.
A sad way to go. These paintings must be several centuries old.
That looks like one of the ones that Sarah made, though. Like rock structure that seemed to kind of be floating.
These people lying down, are they dead? Are they asleep?
Oh boy, man, we're in the belly of the beast.
These buildings seem to have come out of the water.
I love the representation of Cthulhu in this one. Got a little fishy tail. Face is unmistakable. Enough. Six again. I think I'm gonna go into spot hidden. Technology.
Time has weakened these structures.
No surprise there.
I don't have time to search them all.
Okay. What?
It looks like animal oil, but certainly not whale.
That's not great.
What's going on here?
Pierce!
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
What have you gotten me into, bitch? Got you into the real deal. This really feels like we're about to hit where we, came out of that dream. And we haven't even touched certain mechanics in this game yet. That's creepy. It's really fucking creepy.
A table for sacrifice?
I know, looks like me, doesn't it? Oh, yeah. And that's how we get... Yep, yep, yep.
I gotta...
Oh, I can't breathe. What's happening?
Some situations and encounters will make you panic. Something about fleeing.
No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
slightly different. That's cool.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is time. You will soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream.
Let's be honest. It's probably the whole fucking town that's in on this.
It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual.
Dagger. I left it when he went with the other.
I can't read Latin.
There's 2. Fucking gave me my first little This thing is the layout does seem different. No bolt cutters. Here we are.
You who sleeps, accept this dreamer under your immortal wing.
Ya Cthulhu Nithsiha Fitag.
Grant him your flesh and accept his, so that his body and yours may be one.
Yibithink Hupadk Cthulhu Bithinkor.
Grant him your mind and accept his, so that his mind and yours may be one.
Yeloig Hupadk Cthulhu Loigna.
Grant him your dreams and accept his, so that the paths of your souls finally intertwine.
Yor El Cthulhu Kashag.
Let his soul guide you to us, just as your dreams guided it to you.
Yor El Cthulhu Bogshug.
Let your dreamers open the way, so that the day finally comes when you will awaken.
La Cthulhu Nafal Fatagan.
That? Yeah. Do something now? Something I very much don't want to do?
locked.
Yeah. Figured.
I feel him.
You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him pass through every part of you. All you who sleep, we pray for your return into the kingdom of the earth.
Stelbsna Cthulhu Kashok.
Do 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 do, just walking along.
More sacred flesh.
Find me. These guys are sacred flesh. Simple on them. Trapdoor.
Dead? This ritual killed him. Where's the sense in that? Again, this primitive writing.
Limited, you say.
We are ready for the ceremony. What about your protege?
His awakening is complete.
Oh, yeah.
He will join you shortly.
Mind me. Don't mind me.
Bradley, what are you doing here? I saw two odd-looking guys coming down. Seemed up to no good. What in the world is this?
An intruder!
Oh, shit! Don't move! Police! Don't move!
I think you gonna move. Is that Charles?
I won't hesitate!
Bradley, get back!
Get back! You asked for it!
Oh, he actually shot him. Ooh. Oh, it's the portrait. But yeah.
You shouldn't have seen this.
Hi. I'm out of here.
It's all caving in. I need to get out of here.
Jiminy fucking Christmas. So Charles lives. Run, bitch, run! Oh, fuck. Ooh, no. Did I die? No.
My leg.
I can't see my leg. Did I ever have legs? There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
At last.
We all know. We go towards the light. Riverside Institute. Pearson Officer Bradley followed the intruder to a secret meeting place of a cult set in a network of underground caves right under the Hawkins Manor. They witnessed a strange ceremony led by a Charles Hawkins, very much alive. Bradley tried to arrest him by putting 5 bullets in his face, but Hawkins, whose body displayed various mutations, disemboweled the police officer. As he tried to escape from him, Pierce found himself prisoner of a rockfall. Rushed to the Riverside Institute, he is in a critical state. I don't like that they found me. I mean, yes, I'm alive. That's good, but... Oh, this is one of the people who's bought many of the paintings from Sarah. And he was in the picture with Charles.
He's having a seizure.
I got vaxxed!
There, he's opening his eyes.
Damn libs.
I can't get up.
Tying me down.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
Oh, and Bradley's alive.
Undo these straps.
Whoa, go easy, my friend.
You were dead. He killed you.
Yes, he did.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too. We were dead. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No.
Damn. 3 in 1 span of time that I don't know of. I don't know if that was like an hour, a day.
What happened to me? Where am I?
Spike ward. Nice.
Mr. Sanders, you have to come with us.
No, please. I can't leave here.
You got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
No, you don't understand. If I go out, he'll see me. No, no!
You're leaving this cell.
Please.
Sarah's written on.
Me.
Oh, I guess I'll just wait. Got nothing better to do. Well, great. This is where the fucking shit really trips out, doesn't it? Oh boy. I'm not nervous at all.
They tracked and hunted me, pursued me right into their dreams. They scrawled all over their maps in the wake of my lonely wanderings.
So they hunted Leviathan? Hi. I think I get it. We need to get up on my account.
No sea is dark enough to hide the color of my blood. No wind strong enough to scatter my dreams. When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me. But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs. Awaken and free me.
Yay! Yeah! Because I'm definitely...
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up. We don't have much time.
Who are you?
Can you stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I've brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute.
Expert investigation.
What's going on here? What do they do to the patients to make them so terrified?
I would really like to know. I only see them when they are brought up for medical treatment, for problems they didn't have before going downstairs. But this is neither the time nor the place to talk about that. We must not stay here. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
Understood.
Chose the wrong option. Should have done investigation. Whatever. Okay. Have my lamps.
What does this mean?
Yeah. Knew there's something here. So I see the name Sarah.
This is no medicine. Am I in an asylum? Sarah. What did he write about the painting?
Seems cursed.
Why the strange symbol repeated over and over? Sarah Hawkins is on this list of authorized visitors.
Who is this man?
If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him.
Dr. Colden, I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
An enemy suspects of predators, a white marker
I'll have to find a way of
appears.
getting rid of those two myself.
I told you not to let her come down.
I know.
If you do it again, I'll report you.
All right.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
As you want. I'm going to see if there's sleeping pills left. They've run out again upstairs.
Put a few aside for me, will you? And above all, leave the wheels where they are.
Whole stealth section. Guess I shouldn't be surprised by such a thing. These the valves?
Good God. What could this machine be used for?
According to his record, the patient seems suffering from psychosis. Gouge out his own eyes in an attack of delirium.
This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity.
Fuck with it.
It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock.
Probably escape, right? Version. Oh boy. Fuck. I need a checkpoint. I don't entirely know where the last one
Zoology,
was.
esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shelf on cephalopods. Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here.
Sarah Hawkins was interned at Riverside for fits of insanity a while before her death. She wasn't at her first attempt with the fire at the mansion, so she tried to burn that place down a couple times?
Dementia? Self-inflicted wounds?
Document attesting to the fact that Irene Sanders, wife of Francis Sanders, had her husband interned after he had shown grave signs of madness.
Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising.
Oh. Lovely. And there's a claustrophobic part to that. Okay. That 1 CP, huh? Charles Hawkins, 41, ship owner. Is alive. Despite its crude and deformed appearance, this thing looked like Hawkins. He attacked Bradley after he recognized him. What could have happened to Charles on the night of the fire? I've never seen a major burns victim in such a state. Something's not right. 32 Doctor. Officer Bradley's female friend works as general practitioner at the Riverside Institute. She had figured out long before I arrived that Fuller was involved in illegal activities. She wants to shed full light on the nature of the experiments and believes that helping me to solve the Hawkins case would advance her own investigation. Probably things I shouldn't quite be reading. Where's the sanity? Oh, interesting. I guess I missed something? Stable, still. The ritual. In the tunnels under the Hawkins mansion, Pierce witnessed the disemboweling of Officer Bradley by a man with a monstrous appearance. The men in gowns and their rituals had not succeeded in affecting the veteran. However, the brutal death of Bradley, the discovery of the identity of his killer, whom he recognized as the dead Charles Hawkins, as well as the later's superhuman strength, managed to strike fear into him. Pierce still does not know if he should believe what he saw. He may even put these visions of horror to the shock caused by the death of Bradley, or he may put down a lack of oxygen provoked by the rockfall. Interesting. It's more what I was curious about.
We must not eat it. They must know that it is not good.
Hey!
Oi! Yeah.
This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity.
Checkpoint, I guess.
The corpse is complete. Whose are these limbs? Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine?
You know, I think we did what we should today. I mean, 5 chapters sounds like a lot, sure, but I feel like we really just started this game. And I was going to call it in like 10 minutes anyways, and I don't see myself getting past this part without rushing through it, which I don't want to do. I know we just got to the good stuff. I'm sorry, chat. I am. I'm sorry. But I will be back Wednesday to play more. So it won't be that long. Yeah, no, I'm loving this game so far, guys. Seriously. Oop. So thank y'all. Not only for hanging out and being here today, but also for helping decide that this is the game we're going to play. Because I'm enjoying it. I find it very interesting. And now that we are at the parts where I'm going to be jumping, I mean, as you saw, that guard, doctor, security dude scared the fuck out of me. I had no idea he was behind me. Just felt like he showed up. That was wonderful and fantastic. I love that. It's exactly what I need for this game to break me down. make me scared of every fucking corner. So shit should be getting better with me losing my sanity in this game alongside our pro tag here. Yeah, dudes. Thank y'all. Everyone who stopped by, who hung out, who's here. Thank you all for chilling today. Happy spoopy season. I can't wait to play more Wednesday. So I will catch you all then. Till next time, y'all. Deuces.